Hey friends, Mike here, and I wonder what happens if I take this guitar pick and combine it with this egg slicer, and then go creative with audio effects and modulation. Let's sound design right now. Alright, so we will go from this original sound source into this. Alright, so I will just hold up this egg slicer carefully just in front of the microphone, and then I will sample all the strings of the egg slicer independently into the sampler on my computer, which I have already started. So let's do this now. Alright, so I am here in Logic Pro X now, and as you can see I have loaded up Omnisphere, because that is by far my favorite sound design tool for basically all type of sound design. So let me go into Utility, into User Audio, and then I will go to my download folder and drag and drop this sample here into User Audio. And there it is. That's the guitar pick versus egg slicer. And now, if I play this on my keyboard, as you can hear, I can now play melodies with a guitar pick on an egg slicer, which I find really cool. Very thin and plucky sound, and I think this can be great for layering on bells or ukulele or other type of plucky string sounds to add that high-end airy type of sound to it. Alright, so now let's do some creative sound design. We have the original sound now, so I can play an egg slicer picked with a guitar pick, which can be pretty useful. But let's add a unison to this to make it a bit wider and fatter. Adjust the depth and spread, detuned some more, and first, before, after. Then we have the powerful granular synthesis, which I don't want to use for this specific patch. Let's see, the wave shaper is actually really cool. Bit crushing. Let's see, animation. Before, without unison. So activate these two. Let's see, F frequency modulation. Let me try that as well. No, I don't think I'm going to use that. Let's try out ring modulation. Without. I think I'm going to go without to still have the clean and airy kind of character to the sound. So let's dive into the FX section, which is my favorite part of Omnisphere, or one of my favorites at least. And let's try to add, let's see, what can we go with? Inner space is a really cool effect. Dial it down first without. So this is basically a reverb well, it's hard to explain, but basically the character of the reverb is added to the actual waveform instead of adding it in the classic spacey, adding space and depth to the sound kind of way. So let's turn on this, try out some cool things. Dial it down. Let's try only the first one. Textural. Processed futurist drone. Let's EQ this. Let's see, go back. Scatter grains. That was kind of cool, actually. What does it say? Corn or coin? Corn grains. All right. Then some modulation. Let's try out an analog phaser first. No, I'm not usually a fan of phasers, actually. I don't know why. Chorus. Let's do an ultra chorus. Without. With. No, I'd rather go with the chorus echo then. But before that, I want to add some kind of distortion. Let's do... Let's see, do they have anything else with the filters? Well, let's go with the Toxic Smasher. Without stereo echo. Right now I'm hearing something. Too much now. And then dial it back. Add the chorus echo. Let's put that on quarter notes or quarter note. How do I do triplets on this? Up here, quarter note triplets. Dial it back a bit. Dial this back a bit as well. In fact, this as well. I think we hear too much echo. Let's skip the echo and go for a metal zone distortion instead. Oh man, this is going to be crazy. Let's see, we actually need some kind of... it's so distorted that you hear the noise still. So let's go with... gate. This is sounding really crazy right now. I want to try it without the toxic. And let's do an arpeggio on this and see how it can sound. No arpeggio. Oh, this is so crazy. In fact, let's go into the main view. And let's go back here. Do some kind of filter on it. Juicy power filter. No filter. I want all the air left. Let's go into the auxiliary, add a reverb on it. And then send some reverb. Down here, it's so distorted that it's like so bit crushed. I think I'm going to dial back the distortion. It's way too much. So in fact, let's go for an amplifier instead. Then we can still have without the gate. Let's go with an amplifier on the second one. And then instead use it like a compressor, a tape slammer. Let's see. I don't like this amplifier. Classic Twin. I don't think I want an amplifier on it because I want to have the air still. So let's keep the tape slammer and instead let's go for something else. Should we have a little delay on it? Let's try that. Inner space. I think it's actually too much still. Let's put the inner space after the delay, in fact. So it gets the delayed effect. Don't do the delay or the gate here. Let's go with Stompbox Molder. No. So I think I'm going to leave this effect slot empty and leave it as it is now, so I can simply add a new one here, or if I want to, simply mute the FX section, entire section, so I get the clean, or, well, the not affected sound. It's only affected by the modulation and sound design I did here. So this is, in fact, the final sound now. Which I can now easily layer with one of the sound sources in Omnisphere, for example. Let's see, let's go with, let's say, a bass sound. No, let's go with, let's say, Oh, this is the sound sources, textures, synthesizers. Perhaps that one, and then simply change it to a more plucky sound. And then you can do sound design to that layer as well if you want to. Let's say you want to add some distortion to that. Or whatever you want. So let me turn that off, in fact, because I only want to have, let's see, I need to clear this layer, clear layer. Right. Alright, so I'm going to save this now, save patch quick, and it's overwriting the patch here, or preset, which is guitar pick versus egg slicer, without the effects. But mainly the greatest sound design tools are in the main section here with the ADSR envelopes and all kinds of modulation you can do in here. So that's it, guys. This is the final sound, which is a guitar pick versus egg slicer. I will try out using this in one of my next compositions, particularly without the effects, and lay it with, for example, a bell sound or other very light and airy plucky sound for perhaps an upbeat corporate track or something like that. Now take a look at these other cool videos I have for you. Click the left one or the right one. A tricky decision indeed. Oh well, I'm gonna grab some more coffee, so I will see you in the next video.